Good Friday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window and a beautiful shot from our cross camera down at the Wenatchee Valley. Sunset happening. Boy, we started off on the cool side with temperatures in the upper 20s and some clouds out there this morning, but things really cleared out nicely this afternoon and we have a pretty decent weather trend coming up. But as far as winter goes, it looks like it could be a dry and warmer than normal winter if things pan out. We do have a weak El Nino pattern setting up for us for this winter. And notice the red area all the way from the eastern Montana into Washington. That's above normal temperatures for winter, and also below normal precipitation is expected here in the Pacific Northwest. We will have your local weather forecast and what we can expect over the next few days coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A late season brush fire in the Rock Island area yesterday afternoon rallied crews from Douglas and Chelan counties. Traffic was backed up for 2 hours in both directions following a two-vehicle collision on State Route 28 yesterday. And retired Douglas County Sheriff Harvey Jesdahl takes issue with a politically charged poster that was reportedly taped by a student on a wall at Eastmont High School. But first, we begin tonight. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies spent several hours Thursday searching for a suspect who fled on foot in the Rock Island area. Chief Criminal Detective Steve Grosclose said it all started with the report of a man sleeping in a truck. When contacted by deputies, it was discovered there was an out-of-state warrant for his arrest.
At about 9:59 this morning, we got called to a suspicious call at 21 Sunrise Court in Rock Island, which is off of Highway 28 past Rock Island Dam. And when our deputy went out there and contacted the person who was in a vehicle, during the contact, the person took off running because he had warrant for his arrest, and he ran down towards the Columbia River. And we set up a perimeter and spent several hours trying to locate him. It's a fairly large area between kind of by where the truck scales are on Highway 28 towards the river, all the way up to Nelson's Fruit Stand. And unfortunately, we were unable to locate him. We have his wallet and his identification, so we'll be requesting he'll be charged for local charges along with the warrant. So we're going to continue to look for him and follow some leads, and hopefully we'll have him in custody soon.
The search included numerous law enforcement officials and even a drone. That man at news time still at large. A late season brush fire in the Rock Island area yesterday afternoon rallied crews from Douglas and Chelan counties. It happened when an agricultural burn escaped containment. Douglas County District 2 firefighter Cody Shelton says the conditions are deceptively dry for this late in the season.
We were pretty surprised. Things were burning pretty well with the temperatures and the moisture we've had over the last couple weeks. But I think people are a little shocked at how fast things are still burning.
Shelton says the fire was quickly contained to about a quarter acre within an hour. No structures were threatened. Traffic was backed up for 2 hours in both directions following a two-vehicle collision on State Route 28 yesterday. It happened shortly before 4 p.m. about 6 miles west of Quincy in the Trinidad grade area. Washington State Patrol Trooper John Bryant posted these images of the crash on his Twitter page. He reported there were no injuries involved. The Washington State Patrol faulted the driver of the red pickup, identified as 30-year-old Andrew Stiles of Wenatchee, for causing that accident. Troopers say Stiles collided with the driver of a van when he lost control of his vehicle after trying to pass another uninvolved vehicle. Stiles was cited for driving too fast for the conditions. Well, retired Douglas County Sheriff Harvey Jesdahl takes issue with a politically charged poster that was reportedly taped by a student on a wall at Eastmont High School. Jesdahl shared a photo of the poster on his personal Facebook page and commented that it was inappropriate. The subject of the poster references the Voting Rights Act and features a caricature of President Donald Trump commenting on the 15th Amendment and a caption that says everyone has a right to vote regardless of race, color, or whether they'd been slaves. The Trump character is quoted as saying, "Except him, trash can't vote." Eastmont Superintendent Garn Christensen said the poster was removed after Jesdal contacted him with his concerns.
You know, whenever we have comments that come about that may be favorable or are not so favorable towards whether it's a community leader or a state leader or a national leader, we always have to go cautiously. You know, freedom of speech is an important part of our country as Americans and as public entities. We, as public employees, we're not to bring that into the workplace, and we adhere to that very strictly and always counsel teachers and anyone else that they need to be neutral when they're in instructional time and with students. Yet at the same time, students have that same freedom of speech, and they regularly like to exercise it at all levels. So in those cases, we have to take them on a case-by-case basis and evaluate, and there's always that check. Is this a hate-type speech, or is it merely somebody sharing an opinion? And so that's the process we're in right now. We would always hope that our students would act in a respectful manner to all people and leaders, and I would always encourage young people, if they do want to be involved and share political opinions that may be more favorable or less favorable, that one of the best ways you can do that is actually get out and make sure you vote, as well as get involved with your local political group that you would affiliate with and find might support your beliefs. And one thing that we do feel important is seeing our young people be involved, and we love to see our young people when they turn 18 vote. But at the same time, we also feel like I agree with Mr. Jesdal that we need to make sure that young people learn how to do that in a civil way and with respect.
Christensen said he was still in the process of determining if the poster was part of a classroom project or just an isolated case. He says there are no immediate plans for any disciplinary action. Well, coming up next, we have an update tonight on the tight race for Chelan County Commissioner between Sean Smith and Bob Boogert. The City of Wenatchee would like to hear your ideas on how to resolve the traffic mess that North Wenatchee Avenue has become, and we'll let you know about all there is to do around the Wenatchee Valley this weekend. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now, thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Hey everyone, so today I'm tackling Medical Assistant Ninja, trying to get that next level career. Man, this dead-end job is holding me back. Decision time, I'm going charter college. Now I'm a medical assistant student. Rocking it? Yeah, earned the President's Award. Score! Took my career to the next level. Hey, I can level up to Medical Assistant Ninja, so can you. Get on it.
Welcome back. In other news, police say a Wenatchee man with warrants for his arrest was caught after a car and foot chase about 10:30 last night in East Wenatchee. Luis F. Garcia first sped away after an East Wenatchee police officer pulled up behind him on 5th Street near Eastmont Avenue. He reached speeds up to 60 miles per hour before stopping near Montclair Avenue and fleeing on foot. He was arrested a short time later and taken to jail. Well, after thousands of votes in the closest political race in our area have been counted, we have a new leader for the race for Chelan County Commissioner #2 position. Bob Boogert now has 50.3% of the vote after today's count at 4 o'clock. Sean Smith is at 49.7%. As you can see, Boogert 15,525 votes to Sean Smith's 13,365 votes. There are still a lot of ballots left to be counted. 4,605 votes left to count, and that next count will take place next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And remember, after election night on Tuesday, Sean Smith had the lead by 314 votes. So still a very close race, and a race that's still yet to be decided. More on that next week. Well, do you have some ideas on how to resolve the traffic mess that North Wenatchee Avenue has become? Well, the City of Wenatchee and the State Department of Transportation would like to hear those thoughts. They'll be holding an open house next Wednesday, November 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Department of Transportation building located at 2830 Euclid Avenue in Wenatchee. And any ideas you might have on navigating North Wenatchee by foot, bike, or vehicle are welcome. You can also fill out an online survey at Wenatchee Ave Improve elements.participate.online. Well, time now for NCW Life's Megan McPherson to fill us in on some of the events going on this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Full Circle Theater Company presents The Hound of the Baskervilles, being performed this Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Riverside Playhouse. Powers of Evil Exalted, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson must wend their way through the realm of the supernatural, meeting eccentric characters, Frisky Sheep, Uzi Moreland Mudd, and a quite scary pooch along the way. Who knows, perhaps there may be new love as well. Come for an evening of laughs and chills. Get your tickets at numericapac.org. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center is hosting its monthly Coyotes Corner free art class this Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon. Children ages 4 to 11 and their guardians are encouraged to attend this monthly art class with artist Rick Adams. Come learn about artist David Hockney and learn how to make a photo collage. Kick off the holiday shopping season in downtown Wenatchee with the Holiday Open House and Wine Walk this Saturday from noon to 5 p.m. Visit participating downtown locations hosting wineries and cideries from throughout the region. Tickets are $35 per person or $60 per couple if pre-purchased. Tickets at the event will be $40 per person or $70 per couple. Ticket price includes a signature tasting glass and 12 tasting tokens. More tokens will be available along the route for $1 per token. Check-in locations will be at the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce or Davis Furniture. Kick off the holiday shopping season in style. Ladies' Night Out and Plain is this Saturday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Make a night of it and come party at Plain Hardware and Nordic Ski Trails. Enjoy 20% off all giftware, clothing, and holiday decorations. And finally, Laugh Riot 2018 is this Saturday night from 8 to 10:30 p.m. at the Wenatchee Convention Center. For 18 years strong, Laugh Riot has been bringing in the best in stand-up comedy, and this year is no exception. Co-headlining together will be John Roy and Jeff Richards. Both are comedy veterans with numerous stage and TV credits. For more info, visit laughriot.net. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Sir, I pulled you over today to ask you one thing. Is it true that Apple Valley Honda has a free lifetime warranty on every new Honda?
Officer, I'm glad you asked. Our lifetime warranty comes free on all of our new Hondas. That means you won't have to pay a dime for any major expenses. That could save you thousands. And no, you do not have to service with us. It's a great peace of mind, officer.
Wow, my wife and I have wanted the new Accord. We'll see you this weekend.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Sunday is Veterans Day, and the NCW Life channel will bring you a special documentary about a local man's tour in the Navy during Vietnam. Ron Kerpus served 2 tours in 1966 and 1967 and tells the horrific story of a fire aboard ship, killing 44 of his crew. You can tune in Sunday at 11 a.m. and at 10 p.m. for Ron Kerpus documentary right here on the NCW Life channel. In tonight's feature story, we bring you a snippet of that documentary.
It was a sad time. Seems to me like it happened when I was at dinner that the captain came over the loudspeaker and read off the names of the dead. I went down to the IC room after dinner, and the other IC men were there, probably about 6 or 7 of us maybe, sitting around talking. And everybody was telling, you know, their story, where they were at and what they did and everything. And I never shared mine. I just didn't feel compelled to tell it. As a matter of fact, I've never shared this story until recently. So the fire was over, and the next traumatic thing for me was the next day. We had, again, to meet, our fire parties were called to go in and do cleanup and search and stuff. Well, so my fire party went in, and I was with 2 or 3 guys, and right near the flare locker that caught on fire was the chaplain's quarters, and the chaplain was in his bed when the fire went off. And of course he
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And after a cloudy and cool start to our day, things cleared out nicely, which provided for a beautiful sunset throughout most of the area this afternoon. You can still see a little bit of a cloud bank as we take a look around the Pateros and Brewster areas, and of course the Methow River and the Columbia River meet at Brewster right there, and I should say Pateros. And it was a cool start to the day with temperatures in the upper 20s, lower 30s. We were at 28 degrees here in the Wenatchee area. 42 is all for our high temperature today, and that's below where we should be at 47 degrees for this time of year. Normal low is at 33. 70, our record high, that was set back in 1989. Record low at 17, also in the 80s in 1986. No new precipitation the past 24 hours, and we're still sitting at 5.57 inches for the year. Sunrise 6:57 this morning. Boy, an early sunset now at 4:32. Putting that surface loop in motion, not a bad forecast over the next few days. If you like cool weather, our normal, as we mentioned, at 48 degrees. Here's what we can expect for Saturday. A nice start to our weekend with sunny skies, light winds, and a little bit warmer temperatures than today. It really wouldn't take much to be warmer than today. For your Veterans Day on Sunday, also a nice day, sunny, light wind and mild, high pressure moving most of those clouds up and over Washington State and the Pacific Northwest. But you can see an area of low pressure beginning to develop just south of the Gulf of Alaska, and that will begin to affect our weather, but not until about Tuesday night or so. That's when we transition into our rain map, and you can see western Washington will be seeing that push of moisture as we move into Tuesday. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. We will see a little bit warmer temperatures, though, on Wednesday as a warm front moving this rain through will move through Washington State. Just a chance for an isolated shower here in Wenatchee Tuesday night and into Wednesday. Thursday, mostly cloudy day as an even larger storm system. Look how this is developing. By the time we get into late next week, that will begin to push moisture up and into Washington State. And I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we don't have it up yet, will be very wet days as we move into the end of next week. Let's take a look now at that quick lube and tune forecast. 36 was our high today. We didn't quite get there. 42 was our high. 33 tonight. So that is an improvement from the 28 degrees we started at this morning. 51, warmer for Saturday on Veterans Day. Really not bad at all. Sunny, a light breeze, and 48 degrees. A little bit cooler on Monday. The high of 46 will stay about 46 for Tuesday. And then a 20% chance for rain. I think that'll be overnight into Tuesday and Wednesday morning. For Wednesday, it will be a little bit warmer at 50 degrees. And as we move into Thursday, partly cloudy skies. We will see a 20% chance of showers developing. I think that will go up as we make our way through the week next week. High temperature then at 53 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCW Life Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz filling in for Eric Granstrom, who's taking a well-deserved day off. He'll be back next week. Let's talk sports. Both the Eastmont Wildcat and Wenatchee Panther girls volleyball seasons came to an end last night, both courtesy of the buzzsaw that is the West Valley Rams. Eastmont was swept in the district semifinals, falling to West Valley by the scores you see there. The Panthers advanced to the district championship, but it took 5 grueling sets before Wenatchee slipped by Moses Lake. And in the championship, West Valley dispatched the Panthers in straight sets. West Valley wins the title. They advance to the state tournament next weekend in Yakima. By the way, West Valley has not dropped a set all year. They're one of the very finest volleyball teams to be found anywhere. Well, for the first time in 6 years, the Eastmont Wildcat football team is playing in the state tournament tonight. The Wildcats are the overall number 12 seed. They will take on the number 5 seed, Puyallup Vikings from the South Puget Sound League. The Vikings and the Wildcats go into the contest with identical 9-1 records and respective league championships, with the Vikings' only loss coming in a non-league game against the tournament's overall number 1 seed, Union High School. Starting quarterback Oscar Cavallillo told our very own Eric Granstrom that school spirit this fall is sky high.
What's happening in the water at Eastmont? I mean, you guys win the district championship on Thursday. Soccer team goes and wins the district championship on Saturday. What's going on over there?
I don't know. It's just preparation. We're working hard.
Do you guys take as much pride in the girls' soccer team and the rest of your guys' programs? I mean, volleyball still playing in the district tournament as well?
Yes, we do. We try to show up to every other sporting event because they show up to ours. So,
how big would this be for you guys to knock off this Puyallup team on their field?
It would be a great statement because everyone's been talking down on us, and we're just tired of it. We got to show them what we can do.
Wildcat head coach Michael Dawn walked us through the logistics of today's trip to Puyallup.
We're leaving at about 11 o'clock. We're going to drive up. We'll probably stop, let the kids eat lunch at Ryegrass Rest Area, drive up to North Bend, let them get out, stretch their legs around, wander around a little bit in North Bend. Then we'll go over to we'll head over to Puyallup. Plan on being there at about 4:30. just in case of traffic. You know, you never know over there. So we're trying to be a little cautious with it, make sure we're not there any later than 5 like we normally do, keep our schedule as similar as possible, and then go through our warm-up, go out and play football.
Eastmont Wildcats, Puyallup Vikings, 7 o'clock tonight, Sparks Stadium in Puyallup. Once again, if you can't make the trip, you can watch it right here on the NCWLife channel. Special thanks to Apple Valley Honda, who helped underwrite the costs of making all of this happen, plus the WIAA, plus the National Federation of High Schools Network, plus West Central District 3, plus the Eli Sports Network. And we're going to give Coach Don the final word about this year's Eastmont squad.
It's been great to see the community rally behind this team. It's been a lot different feel. Every year I've been here, it's kind of grown and grown, and we're really excited. Parents are excited, kids are excited, student sections have been excited. It's just been a fun atmosphere, and we're looking forward to this game, and we're looking forward to keep building in the future as a program.
Well, let's hope you keep building into next week.
Thank you.
You bet. There's Michael Don joining us here on the NCWLife channel.
Thank you very much, Eric. Enjoy your 3-day weekend, by the way. Of course, there's more football on the slate this weekend. The Washington Huskies are off. They don't play this weekend. The Cougars, the number 8th ranked Cougars, will be in Boulder to take on the Colorado Buffaloes. 12:30 kickoff there on ESPN. Of course, the Seahawks are in LA to take on the Rams. A 1:25 kickoff on CBS. And don't forget about the Wenatchee Wild. They got games tonight and tomorrow night at the Town Toyota Center. The Surrey Eagles in town tonight, and the Coquitlam Express in town tomorrow night. By the way, Military Appreciation Night tomorrow night for the Wild game at the Town Toyota Center. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And as Dan mentioned, Wildcats taking on Puyallup tonight. But as the Eastmont Wildcats started their trek to Puyallup for the first round of the 4A state football playoffs tonight, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, along with students and fans, sent them on their way this morning in style with a police escort. And don't forget, as we mentioned, the game will be broadcast right here on the NCWLife channel tonight at 7 p.m. live from Sparks Stadium in Puyallup. And from all of us here at the NCWLife channel, good luck to the Wildcats. And remember, if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCWLife channel, our evening news, message us on our Facebook page at the NCWLife channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCWLife channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water, now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCWLife channel.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging in Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.